Yes, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, and we can all move to the theater. So I'll be like a minute, and then we're good to go.
Mason, it is
What?
time!
But not everybody's in the lobby.
Right, not everyone's here yet. Damn it.
Yeah, we're waiting on Jason.
So we're bullshitting on live now. Hello, everyone.
Well, yeah.
Hello, people.
Why are you saying hello, everyone? Nobody's here yet.
Well, there's some people in chat.
One of which is me.
Oh, well, you don't fucking count.
Exactly. Then there's one person.
You're not
in
even
there.
fucking human.
Stop telling my secrets.
No.
Stop it.
There's more than just you.
I moved Mike, but he's not back yet, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's taking a piss.
Yeah, let's tell the whole world, why don't we?
It was. He already said it on stream.
Well, speaking of on stream, you're on stream, Shiv.
I know. But
Okay,
I'm not doing
just
any
letting-
DRP stuff, and I didn't think you started yet, because Mike's not here, so yada yada yada.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. Apparently, we're gonna start.
I am here
streaming-
now.
Ah, my kidney.
Hey, I'm still trying to sell that. Don't break it.
Okay.
And we are live.
Oh, is it?
We've been live.
Yeah. No, I'm telling that for
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dark Heresy. I don't know what's happened in the past. How long has it been? Like 4 sessions?
4 seconds.
Yeah, about a month.
About 3.
So, you guys probably know more than I do at this point. I'm gonna fucking kill everyone.
Probably.
This is why you wanted to do the fucking intro so badly?
Yeah.
So you can have this bit?
It's always for the bit, Jordan. You should know this.
It's always for the bit. I always do bits. That's my thing.
Commit to the bit, Jordan.
Don't worry, your punishment is forthcoming.
You can't punish me.
Anyway,
Are you sure
So-
about that?
we begin today's tale with the party coming out of the warp.
Wonderful.
Sloop.
Over feudal world, enter number letters here because the Imperium doesn't give enough of a shit to give it a name.
Pharaoh, by the way.
Feral, fuck. Yep, that's it. Feral, not feudal. My bad.
I just want to make sure that we got that out of the way.
Yeah, I know, but sorry. Anyway. So, yeah, you guys pop out, and everything is actually quiet when you kind of actually warp in. At least the preliminary auger scans don't show any sign of a fleet visibly.
This
This
is
is really
right.
like to call it not good.
This is not right.
This does not inspire confidence.
Should I assume that this is only passive?
Yeah, this is just your passive scanning. No one's made a test yet.
Okay, continue with your intro before I start rolling things.
Okay. So, you guys kind of spend 15 minutes getting the ship all settled in real space and all of that. And in that 15-minute time span, your passive augers pick up two other warp signatures in the sector. One, the large ship from the Hell sector that departed before you guys.
Mhm.
And the other, a lone, well, it's not really a spacecraft. It looks more like a rocket-propelled... what's the word I'm looking for?
Container.
Lifeboat?
An escape pod?
Yes, an escape pod. Thank you. Oh, we lost Jordan. Oh,
Jordan's back.
which
Hello
is
again.
currently beelining it for the surface of the planet.
Oh.
So that's where you are. Currently falling through orbit in a lifeboat.
Bloody hell.
Do I have my life rocks?
You don't have a lot.
What?
You don't. All you have is your personal like gear you had on you when you went to the school.
So the Arbite armor.
Oh, and one souvenir from said school.
Souvenirs.
Yes, your notebook on demonology. The only thing you found kind of useful.
Oh, yeah. The only one that wasn't covered in drool from the naps.
Does she also have a pen that says, like, you know, a gold star pen that says, I hate demons?
Unfortunately, she didn't do good enough to get a gold star. She made
Damn it.
passing.
I tried.
How many other
Anyway.
people-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
How many other people in my class ate demons? I eat demons.
See, therein lies the problem. They're trying to teach you how to, like, bind and summon and seal demons, and you're just like, I just eat them. I don't know why you guys are doing all this complicated shit.
No.
However, you did find the summoning part particularly interesting, because free food, right?
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah. By the time the drop pod for Syl hits the atmosphere, another one comes out of the same place and follows the same trajectory.
Oh,
And you, Lionheart, would get the identify friend-foe phrase from the Pax Romania. Which I'm too lazy to come up with one right now, so I'm just going to say in advance you know it.
I say it. You could just make it bushfire.
That works. Now you guys won't shoot the shit out of each other by accident, and the Pax Romania starts kind of towing itself toward you.
Excellent.
Nice.
All right. So to ask you. Oh, is there more maintenance?
No.
Okay, I was going to ask if there's any main stellar features in the solar system that a fleet could hide in, such as an asteroid field or any other anomaly.
Yes. The entire system is surrounded by an extremely dense ice asteroid belt.
It's like an oid cloud. Got it. But a much
Yes.
denser oid cloud.
And strewn amongst the ice cloud is various bits of wreckage from trader ships, small frigates.
Okay.
But it's all fragmented very largely. There's no, like, hulls or anything. You see, like, a quarter of a prow here, some of a plasma engine there.
Interesting. I think... I'll tell you what, I'm going to infer with the Inquisition here. Which is very simply that the most likely scenario right now is that the enemy is somewhere in that cloud, right? Possibly surrounding us. If you would so choose, I can have Hackwire basically send out an active ping in order to see if we can get any identifiers on any ships out there.
It could be worth doing.
Problem, of
but
course,
it would-
being that they will also know exactly where we are,
in-
hypothetically.
if they're paying attention, yes.
Did I die?
I hear
No.
you. We hear you.
Okay. Anybody got an opinion for me?
It would be useful to know where they're at, but at the same time, as you said, it would, well, potentially show them exactly where the fuck we are.
I'm
So is
not
it a
here,
yes
so
or
I
a
can't
no?
have an opinion.
I say we risk it and immediately start burning it afterwards.
Redden,
What?
You act like Redden actually has.
also known as Jason.
Hello?
There you go.
Yeah. I ran to the bathroom real quick. Sorry. What I
Oh,
missed?
okay. Basically, I want to know if I should do an active ping in order to try to find ships that are hiding around, because obviously there are ships that are hiding around. The
Definitely.
problem being is that they also know where we are, basically.
Definitely.
Okay.
Though I would put in the recommendation that we start moving as soon as we put out the sensor sweep.
Da-da-da-da. Doesn't necessarily help us because burning does increase our signature. But we're probably going to do that anyway because we need to head towards the planet.
Mm-hmm. And it also keeps them from throwing torpedoes at us, at least.
If they
Because-
have torpedoes.
Assuming that's under the assumption that they do, of course.
Hack wire. So that's 85 as his target number. That is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 8 degrees of success on Hackwire's sonar check.
Jesus.
I'd say that's good enough. You probably don't, get picked up yourself. But you do find the
Mhm.
signature of 4 hulls. One that matches a light cruiser and some trade ships floating in the asteroid belt.
Okay. I'll inform our dear Inquisitors of.
They are
That there's-
going silent, by the way.
I
I'd
would
say
assume
it's
so.
probably enough degrees of success you'd be able to figure out they're all running silent as well.
Right. So yeah, after Lionheart gets that report from Hackwire, she's going to regurgitate it to the Inquisitors as well. And then start burning towards the planet.
Wonderful.
Though I will not be burning particularly fast to ensure that the Pax Romana can catch up with us.
Yeah. You get a message from its captain saying that they'll be basically maintaining a high orbit.
Pax Romana is a Grand Cruiser, isn't it?
No, it's
Or
a
was it
Star Galleon.
A Stargate.
It's basically a cruiser transport hybrid.
Okay. Okay. That clears up what my thoughts on that. Okay.
So, yes, it will be following in behind and then kind of forming a very shitty picket line. So if the if anything happens, they'll at least be able to alert you.
So,
And yeah, you all burn toward the planet. It takes, time, obviously. The sands of time trickle away.
Mm-hmm.
And while that's happening, we get to the exciting part. So, Mr. Mason,
Huh?
you've crash landed. Could you roll me a toughness check, please?
No.
Okay. Need to get my dice out for Skorks as well.
Oh no.
Okay, wow,
That's the first
that's
fate of
bad.
the day. I think that's the first fate of the day. We're just gonna say that's the first fate. That's not much better.
Did you pass that time?
No.
Okay, then you and Skorks are both blacking out. That makes that a lot easier. So yeah, you brace, you hit the ground, you hear the terrible rending of metal, your head goes thud against something, and you pass out.
Sounds about right.
Ow.
So yeah, that was done a lot quicker than I thought it would.
That was really exciting.
Sorry. Back to the space crew, I guess. Actually, roll me another D12 to see how many hours you stay down for.
You're not my real mom. Don't tell me what to do. Just so you know, every time I tell you no, I'm just buying time to figure out how to redo that.
Okay,
What?
so you're only going to be passed out for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Skorks wasn't so lucky and got 4.
Nice.
So, yeah. With that, we've got an hour to wait. It'll take you guys roughly the same amount of time to get into orbit. So by the time you guys kind of slide into orbit around the feral world, Syl will wake up.
Wonderful.
And since Jordan is MIA for now, I guess we'll continue Syl's bit, unless anyone else has something they'd like
I
to do.
didn't realize I was muted.
Oh, okay.
That's my bit. Fuck off.
Okay.
Yeah. We're in orbit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, time to get a shuttlecraft.
Wonderful.
Alright. The shuttlecraft is pretty cramped, so you can take about 8 bodies with you, including the pilot.
Okay.
But that someone has to, like, cram themselves into some stuff.
I mean, there's not that. I assume it's just going to be myself and the Inquisitors.
And
Yeah.
And
Mike,
insurance.
DMs?
Yes?
Check your DMs.
Mm,
Let me find your DMs. There.
check your DMs, I've got nothing.
Oh no.
While that's going on, yeah, you slide into orbit, yeah, get a transport shuttle all rolled up. It's gonna take a little while to get down to the surface of the planet, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just stalling for time to see what Mason's messaging me. So, you guys are just taking the crew, their acolytes, and...
Yep.
Because it would be Lionheart, Shade, Redden, Laura, Reggie, and then up to 3 Skitari, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, you guys are cruising down toward the planet. Do you have a destination in mind?
Well. Go ahead.
As close to the where that pod landed.
Yeah.
Okay. The spot specifically they landed on, given your preliminary scans of the area while you're flying down, seems to be a large frozen sea of some kind. And you can still see there's spots where there's liquid water, but a lot of it has frozen over.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you can see the two, there's 2 impacts on the icy part, like the big ice sheet.
Wonderful.
So you guys can either land on the ice sheet and risk the weight crashing the ice, or land kind of on more solid ground. Mind you, this is a permanent hellscape of frozen wasteland, so the ice should be pretty thick and pretty solid.
He says should be.
Okay.
Well, how often do ships land on the ice?
Never.
Well, we don't have to land.
It's called a
This
hot
is
rod.
true. Okay. So you guys are just going to hop right out of the transport and continue on?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make sure that everybody knows this. You all wearing cold weather gear.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
just to get that out of the way, everyone's wearing fucking parkas and shit because it's like negative 40 degrees Celsius out here.
Oh Christ.
It's a tundra. It's cold. It's terrible.
Roll disembarkation.
You guys are dropping like 6 feet at best.
Yeah,
Nah, don't have to roll that.
we're not doing anything worse.
Right, so everyone can just hop out right easy, right quick. You all hit the ground.
Mhm.
And you're in front of... You're dropped basically right in front of where the pods came down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And where the pods landed have made a large kind of cracked crater in the ice, but haven't broken through. But about 50 or so meters away, there is a large hole that was very obviously broken out of the icy water. And from that hole, there is a continuous line of broken ice, kind of like an icebreaker had gone through it.
Oh shit.
Neither of the people who were inhabiting the pods are here now.
Tracks? Question mark.
The only tracks you have is the big line of broken ice.
Okay. I'm going to assume that somebody here has
marks
mag
on the ground
locks.
as well.
Can I use some mag locks to look in that general area? See if there's anything out there.
I'll give it to you. Who doesn't have a pair of binoculars, right?
Especially for something like this. That is a failure on my part.
And I'm gonna go ahead and try and do a check as well, because I always count as having magnoculars. Well, it's
There's
telescopic
optical
sight.
mechadendrite.
Hmm?
Optical mechadendrite.
Yes. Oh! I see.
You can seeker it because you're a seeker.
Fuck it, I'll do Seeker because I never use Seeker, so that's one fate.
What's your perception?
My perception is 53? Yes.
So it's 5 degrees of success. just so you know
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Remember, Seeker, you don't
It's
have
OP.
to take the test.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Anyway,
Yeah.
how good Seeker is aside, you glance off in the same distance as Conrad following the trail of ice, and sorry, go ahead.
Lionheart. It's not Conrad.
Right, Lionheart, fuck.
Conrad's ghost appears.
My bad. Anyway, whatever was making this trail disappeared fast, because you find the end of the trail disappearing over the horizon of this frozen sea.
Shit.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't get the transport to fuck off yet. Because I recommend we load back up and keep following. Because we're not catching whatever that is on foot.
Yeah. Nope.
So we do that.
All right, well, you guys pile back in and start taking chase. Syl wakes up.
Ah!
Okay.
So, whatever you're on, it's moving. But you're lying face down with your head facing the sky on something that's kind of moving back and forth. It's kind of this constant back and forth motion, left to right.
How am I face down and facing the sky?
Your face up. Fucking. Sorry, I'm tired today.
I'm fucking with
Anyway.
you, don't worry.
We love you, dude.
So can I move?
Yes.
Gonna
Oh,
sit
you're a
up.
little sore. When you sit up, and you find yourself kind of surrounded by the icy tundra of the planet you landed on.
Hmm.
As you are given no context as to where you were sent.
This looks familiar.
Oh, and just to let you know, looking down, you're sitting on scales.
This looks really familiar.
Is still gonna have to make an int check.
No, Sill's gonna look around a little bit. How
Okay.
the fuck did I get on top of a scaly thing?
Because they're a bottom.
Well, looking behind you, left and right, kind of just reveals the frozen sea. Although you can see distantly behind you some speck on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And looking behind you, you see the head of an ice Slytherin with its massive prow-like jaw smashing through the ice.
Oh, that's why this looks so familiar.
Reggie, or not Reggie, Scorix is laid out on Slytherin beside you.
Wait, what am I doing? How did I get on top of one of... How did I get here?
Only the
Gonna
sound
slap
of silence and ice breaking reverberates back to you.
Gonna slap Scorix a few hundred times.
See if he wakes up.
Wait, fuck up.
Oh god, he rolled another 84. What is with me rolling 84s today? That's like the third one in a row. Yeah, no, he's still out.
Huh. The fact this thing hasn't eaten us, either it picked us up by accident, or... Are you trained, beastie?
Are you just gonna direct that question to said the face of Slytherin?
Absolutely.
Okay, just gonna waltz your way up to the front and kind of lean over to its eye/ear and ask.
Yeah.
And when you do, you finally kind of get a good look at its face, and you can see one of its eyes is like welded shut with blood, and there's a little piece of metal sticking out of where the eyelids meet.
Oh, that's not pleasant. You want me to remove that?
If it can understand what you're saying, it doesn't dignify it with a response. It just keeps its steady path.
Does it react if I reach for it?
It can't see out of that eye, so no.
Okay, so I'm gonna touch its flesh near that and see if it reacts.
You get a low grumble, but nothing overly hostile.
Oh, that means don't touch. Do I have a comm bead?
It would be in your gear, yeah.
Gonna try to figure out how the voice box works.
I did give you a tutorial several times in that very subject as Conrad.
Let's roll an intelligence check.
Oh no.
Well, I'm waiting.
I had to get to the dice box.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
A
Yeah,
3.
oh,
I
shit.
think Conrad got through to you.
That's a really good pass. I think I figured out how to work the voice box.
Yeah,
The
no,
ghost of Conrad just appears.
Yeah, straight up. You can hear her in the back of your skull. Very annoyingly telling you what to do.
The worst thing
Condescending
one
as
could.
hell.
This is. I don't know my rank, but this is Sil. I'm currently I'm taking a trip and I don't know where I'm going.
Would we pick that up?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Her microbee doesn't have that range.
Damn.
We have to be in a kilometer first.
Yeah. But, if any of you feel like it, you can roll perception checks to see if you can't spot said snake at the end of the trail.
Sure.
Da-da-da-da. With scrutiny, that's a pass.
Yeah, that's.
That's a pass. That's
Yeah,
two
same
passes.
here.
Okay. So you guys all spy the, gigantic fucking ice snake that is currently carrying Sil and Scorix.
Oh.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, okay. That's
And when I say giant, I mean this thing is like 150 meters long, 2 tons, and pure badass.
Something tells me we're gonna have to follow them first and not just grab them.
yeah, just a bit. The Inquisitors relay that follow the ice snake.
You guys are gaining ground on it, though. It's
I would
fast,
hope
but
so.
not quite as fast as you. So in about 5 minutes, you manage to catch up to the beast. And Sil, you see a big transport fly kind of, closer and closer and closer. This spec kind of slowly resolves into an aircraft.
I don't know if you guys can pick this up, but my name is Sil and I'm currently on a trip to somewhere.
Can we pick it up
Hi,
at
Sil.
this point?
Yes, you guys are close enough to pick it up and transmit back.
Hi, Sil.
It's us, Sil.
Oh. Beastie, could you hurry up a little bit?
You don't sound happy to hear us.
I've been learning for like months. I don't even. How did I get to my home planet?
Well,
See an escape pod shot out of warp and shot you at the planet.
yeah.
How did I get? Okay, I'm concerned because you're not supposed to be able to just get on these things. Normally they eat things, and
We
I
don't
haven't
know
been
how
eaten.
you got onto the giant snake.
And
I just-
just a moment, you guys. While you guys are bantering, I really need to go to the bathroom again. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I'll be
It's
back
okay.
in just a moment.
It's okay.
At this point, I think just giant snakes like you.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
Case in point, annihilation.
Look, I didn't even know Annihilation was a giant snake.
Well, we do now.
So wait, where's Conrad?
Oh,
At
Conrad's
hell
still on hell.
Oh, so she's not coming with us anymore?
Oh,
No, she's just
she is,
finishing-
but we currently have someone else with us to help us get around while she finishes things, taking care of things back at her home.
But she just left?
No.
No, she's finishing up things at her home, and then she will be returning to join the rest of the party eventually.
Yeah, but we don't
I'm back. Sorry about that.
know how long that's gonna take though, do we?
No, we don't.
To be fair, it'll probably be a few months, and some of that does include warp travel that we'll have to do later, so,
Well, guess nothing to do but press on, figure out what's going on in my home. Who knows? Maybe I'll have to stay here.
We did get word from Barnabas that he found a heretic, not found, but a heretic fleet showed up.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
hopefully we got stuff to fight.
I'm sure Mom's not going to be too happy about that.
They do seem to have already been raiding shipping. So
Who are you?
So,
Lionheart, the captain that your fellow Inquisitor contracted.
She's also an Inquisitor. I informed Lionheart.
I'm aware.
Oh.
Hackwire told me about her. They know each other or something like that.
Oh.
so
He didn't go into much detail.
Okay
Yes?
what's the plan of action?
Follow,
I'm going to keep riding
follow
the
the
snake.
snakes.
then. Let's see where the snake goes.
Okay. It meanders upon this winding path for about another quarter of an hour before it reaches a rocky outcrop. And the only rocky outcrop for miles and miles on this frozen sea, I might add. Looks more like it's less of an island and more of like a spike sticking out of the ground that you can see primitive homes have been carved into.
A village.
I didn't think they'd get that far in rebuilding.
There's also a large kind of almost like forest of small 2x4 ice fishing shacks dotted along the actual ice. So yeah, Snaky Boy stopped short of the actual ice like fishing sheds and won't go any further.
Mm-hmm.
Something I just realized. It's daytime currently, isn't it, Mike?
It is, yep, and blindingly white out.
Yeah, so to inform everyone, Lionheart is basically not looking out of the transport at all.
You alright?
Trying to avoid snow blindness, most likely.
Sensitive eyes. It's why the bridge only has emergency lights.
Fair enough.
So, I'm going to go ahead and guess that this is the closest thing I've got left to home. Let's go say hi to my people.
Do inform us if we can land.
You realize there's nothing around for you to damage, right? You can just land.
Just land.
I suppose.
Trust me, if hostilities were going to be launched, they would have been launched already. I'm sure they were expecting you or something. Or they're trying to give you a chance, and if you prove to be, heretics or just not on the side that you should be, they'll just kill you.
Sounds about right.
It's not a big deal.
Sounds about right.
Nothing new? Got it.
It's not a big deal.
So, I suppose then we try to find. Is there an actual place to land properly, or are we going to have to disembark again?
You're going to have to disembark again. There is no real landing pad or anything set up.
Okay, how much fuel does the transport have at this point?
Enough to get back to orbit.
Okay, I didn't want it to hang around. So yeah, we're going to send her packing.
All right. Lift off. Gone.
I'm sure Lionheart's just looking at the ground and probably shielding her eyes. So she's going to be very limited awareness for this entire scene.
What's wrong with you?
Don't see very well in the light. Actually, still has demonology now, doesn't she?
Yeah.
You could roll it.
Oh,
You can.
let's do that.
Oh god. This should be good.
Yeah, unless it isn't. don't think that's a pass.
It's based off your willpower.
Yeah, that's not a pass.
Okay.
It is a minor malignance, so I don't think it would count yet. Yeah, no. Okay. Because if anything, you take a malice, because it's really not a telltale sign of anything.
Well. Do you need something to shield your eyes or something? Could always borrow my helmet.
It should be fine. Oh, you actually need the description of Lionheart, don't you?
Yeah.
So to inform you, she has an ecclesiarch's hat, right?
Right?
And she is currently in very heavy robes to obviously survive your planet's fucking weather that are still dolled up like their ecclesiarch in a way.
Right.
So you can probably tell that they've been, not so properly made.
Mm.
They have a bit of love and care to them, to put it one way.
I suppose this would be the first time we met, wouldn't it?
I believe it would be, Inquisitor.
Hold out a hand.
Try to, look for a second, realize that's what's going on, and reach for it.
Titan grasp that hand and shake. Still wild blood. Local demolitions expert.
I'm going to return the favor and inform you that I am Lionheart, captain of the Ideal of Redemption, because I also am strong.
Lovely. Just so you know, I don't follow orders from you.
I understand that I am to follow orders from all three of you.
Well, this is news to me.
That is
I have no want but be helpful to the Inquisition in your most holy quest. Hey, Sel. Give me another demonology roll because you're looking Lionheart in the eyes.
Oh, God.
Oh, correction. Lionheart's trying the best to look you in the eyes.
Oh.
Never mind.
You know-
Ow.
If I didn't know any better, I'd take you for the same thing that Redden is.
What
A
does
homeless
that
piece of
feel-
space junk.
A homeless piece of space.
Excuse me? I'm right here.
Redden, are you really gonna do anything about it?
No, but still.
Exactly.
Because you're a bitch.
Stay out of it.
So you guys have been bantering long enough out on the ice sheet that a group of well, they look like very primitive hunters is heading toward you, armed with bows and spears. They're all wearing pure white clothing made of some kind of white fur, and they have their face almost completely covered except for a small pair of bone goggles with little slits cut into them.
Lovely.
Oi. Who do you think you're fucking sneaking up on?
They're not sneaking up. They are quite clearly walking toward you.
Still gonna yell that.
Since your planet never really developed far beyond smoke signals and flags, you get the flag that represents the one of the families that has control over the northern hemisphere, which is a bone serpent. So you know by what the flag says that these aren't crazy bandits. Everyone else has no fucking idea.
What does that mean?
Einar can't even see what the fuck's going on, so we're good.
Still, what does that mean?
It means they're not gonna kill us right off.
Oh,
It means they're, actually somewhat civilized, if you could call it that. As civilized as I am. Maybe more so. Definitely more so.
so helpful?
Maybe.
Alright.
As long as they like the cut of your jib.
They probably won't.
Oh, they definitely won't like you. but they're not going to kill you because it'd be too easy. Or that's how they see it anyway.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Yeah, they don't know that you can't, be killed easily, but they think you do. Anyway.
So yeah, they
Are you the ones who sent the...
Sorry, go ahead.
Are you the ones who sent the Slytherin?
You get a big black flag back, which signifies no. They have a bit of walking to do, so...
Before long, they'll actually be able to talk to you.
Syl is just has very powerful lungs.
She's an Arbite.
I have to be...
She should
I
have
have
the
to be able
augment
to
for
talk
that.
Stations.
So yeah, after about 5 minutes, they finally make it to within shouting range. And they shout two challenges, one in Low Gothic and one in the native tongue of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it roughly translates into invaders from the stars, state your business here.
I'm going to yell back, do you really want to challenge a wild blood?
Talking shit already. Oh no.
Oh no.
Apparently one of them does want to talk shit to a wild blood.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
The shit talking.
Oh, is that you, Slashmouth?
As he gets right up close, you can see that he is no longer Slashmouth. His entire lower jaw has been replaced by metal and basically wired shut.
What do they call you now? Broken Mouth?
He just gives you a very angry stare. As the one who actually gave the challenge gets close. And kind of tries to mediate between you two.
What do they call you?
Me?
Yeah.
God. I wish I knew, being honest. By the way, the other people in the party noticed that this person's Gothic is way better than a Feral Worlder's.
I do pull out the chainsword.
Pull out
What,
the
you mean-
chainsword.
I just have it ready because I can hear shit talking, and that normally means a fight.
Oh, there's no need for that.
If
Hey, you're great, you
anything,
can handle this fight.
I'm sure you people will solve it in your usual manner.
Oh,
Now-
so you're a foreigner.
What gave you the first impression?
The fact you don't have a fucking name.
To let you know, apparently, I haven't earned it yet. So, nobody... It's all, hey, you... Anyway, so, as my friend was saying here, you're not from around here. Could we please know what you've come here to accomplish?
Well, as your friend would be able to tell you just by looking at me at this point, I am from around here, and I happen to want to show my friends around my home.
The one kind of
Again,
looks
it's still
at
wild
his
blood.
steel-jawed friend who nods at him. Oh, his metal-jawed friend nodded at him and pointed at you and said the words, Wild Blood Chieftain.
Chieftain?
He looks at you and blabbers in your native language, which is a lot easier for you two to understand. He's trying to explain that you're the chieftain's daughter and you're very important in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, I was confused for a second. I thought Thought you were trying to say shit went south already. Oh, I should probably inform you that we're not just here for a sightseeing tour. We're called back and, here to help the fight. If there still is one.
Oh, there is still a fight. It's just not gotten quite this far yet.
Well. Hopefully we can help put an end to it. Reclaim. So where are you from?
Me?
No,
the
I was
foreigner's
asking
the
the
one
man.
talking.
No, I was asking the man whose jaw got ripped off. Yes, you.
If you must know, I was an unfortunate casualty of the initial Chaos Blitz. I'm originally from an agri-world quite some sectors away.
Well, welcome to the inhospitable ice world. Hopefully you can call it home.
By the way, you guys
Right.
have been kind of trudging back amidst all this conversation, so you've kind of reached the base of the staircase that goes up into the mountain.
Mhm.
And yeah, you guys kind of get led up the stairs and away into a little small waiting room.
Is there
It's-
anyone around in this moment?
No, you guys are left alone while the two go to get the leader of this little settlement.
Delightful.
I'm going to turn to Redden and be like, mayhaps we should take this opportunity to give the girl her relic.
Oh yeah, right.
Laura's the one that has that because she took it
Oh.
from Reddit.
Well, in that case,
Laura's going to
You know.
Laura's going to walk over to Sil and tap her on the shoulder.
Huh? What?
Oh yeah, we were given this to give to you. Laura hands the leather bag with the relic in it to Sil.
Okay, you get a decently heavy leather bag.
Going to open that decently heavy leather bag.
Inside an armor glass tube is a skeletal. Well, it's obviously human-like, but it's a lot bigger than a person. So you're guessing like a space marine or something, skeletal hand. And on said hand, there is a ton of names written in. You think it's Gothic, but it's way too fancy.
The fuck is this?
their names inscribed on the hand. I don't know much beyond.
I can't read this.
Take a guess. Pius gave us this to give to you.
I can't read this. What am I looking at here?
I told you they have names on it.
I know.
Can't read them.
I can't read the names. They're weird.
Would you like me to read them to you?
Yes.
I'm going to list the names off for Syl to see if she can recognize any of them.
No, none of the names kind of strike you, Syl, when they get listed off to you, but they are all super masculine names.
Is that no? His name was Stonebreaker, I think. I don't know any of these.
Unfortunate.
Guess we'll just
They
have to carry
are all
it.
gothic in their nature as well. None of them seem to come from any like feral or feudal worlds or anything like that. They're all very
Well-
noble names.
I bet you this has something to do with my father, though.
It does.
Well, we'll find out later. For now, where are we? I've never been to this one.
Based off of where we were, where we detected the pod crash on the ship, are we close to the poles?
You guys have been heading steadily away from the poles.
Hmm.
You've been heading closer and closer to the temperate area, which is the equatorial band around the planet.
I informed Syl of that, roughly.
Huh.
Also, has Lionheart noticed any shrines up to this point as we enter the village?
No, when you kind of enter, there's like obvious charms and relics hanging out of doorways and stuff, but there's no big obvious shrines done up anywhere. Just little feral worlder knickknacks that you don't understand the meaning of.
Understood.
Anyway, it's about this time that the chieftain of this little village would show up to, well, talk with you all. He's not very large. He's got like the same figure as Redden. He's very skinny. He's not overly tall, and his skin is a startling kind of white. Not quite as pale as like an albino or like a voidborn, but it is very starkly white.
Okay.
So I'm still paler. Got it.
What did you do to earn a position of power?
What every chieftain in my line has to do?
Mm-hmm. Did you kill the last chieftain?
No, we're not wild bloods. Jesus.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
That means that you people enjoy, I don't know, killing each other?
We don't enjoy it. It was the only fucking way to live.
Right. Anyway.
Guess a foreigner wouldn't understand.
Excuse me, I was born here.
Really?
Yes.
Must have been the rant of the letter.
So, travelers.
Yes.
And one not so traveler. The hospitality of my village is open to you.
Ah, right. Then allow me to make our purposes here clear. That way, my hostility isn't necessarily misconstrued as an open act of war. I'm sure you know that the Wild Blood Chieftain put out a call for any and all residents of this place to come back.
Yes,
Trying
she did.
to...
She did.
Yes, I'm sure you knew that. And I happened to receive the call, so I'm here to aid in the war. And I've brought some friends.
Well, unfortunately, after Lady Wildblood sent the message, we haven't heard much from her since.
You don't happen to know who sent the Slytherin to fetch me, huh?
No, that's a bit of an unknown phenomena amongst us ourselves. We thought it was a wild Slytherin at first, but... Can't say I've ever heard of somebody taming one.
So, I suppose for right now, we're going to have to gather information, find out what's been going on and where the majority of the fighting is. And then it's going to be a pretty important task to try to find the Wildblood home. I need to make sure Mother hasn't died on me.
Right, well, the secret to the Wildbloods... Well, the secret of the Wildbloods, can't say I know much more, is all you. All I ask is you don't cause trouble while you're here. We have enough problems ourselves going on.
Aye, as long as nobody actively tries to challenge me, we'll be fine. Can't say I can't step up to a challenge, but you know the way of our people.
Of course. Although I doubt you won't have many challengers coming toward you, I do have one danger I must alert you all before.
Hmm.
In the past month and a half, there's been a string of brutal killings, murders in the street. We haven't been able to find the culprit, and during your stay here, I ask you all to tread with caution if you are to travel at night.
How about I make you a little offer? In exchange for your hospitality and any help in solving the problems that we've got, I try to help solve yours.
These are agreeable terms. As long as you resolve the murder issue before you depart here, we will have no problem.
Well, I planned on getting on that as soon as possible. I just wanted your permission to do it.
Consider this my permission. You
Going to
have full
offer out a hand.
authority.
Offer out a
his-
hand to shake her.
He sticks his hand back to shake yours, but you can tell his heart isn't really all in it. He's still a
On
little
my-
wary.
On my honor as a wild blood, as much as you have faith in that, I promise you we are not going to be taking our leave of this place until your little problem is solved.
All right, then feel free to help yourselves. The building below this one is more than equipped to house your party. It's being stocked with food and water for you all. I don't know how many of you have been to an ice world before, so I'm just going to run you through a few things. First one, don't eat snow. It will kill you. Make sure you melt it first. Second off, if you are going to go outside at nighttime, make sure you have someone with you. Don't stray out too far. You will freeze and die. Third of all, it's cold. There's ice. Watch where you step, or you may slip and hurt yourself. All right,
Or you'll find
peasantries
an
out of the
ice
way.
living mouse. Oh, and Ms. Lionheart,
Yes,
it
Inquisitor.
occurs to me that you may have never partaken of our traditions, as the rest of my friends here have. The food's kind of hard to eat sometimes. You may want to warm it up first. By that
I
I
will
mean
manage, Inquisitor.
straight lace. Oh, this is
So-
going to be fun.
We have one last topic to talk with you all. I assume this being, well, you being here is not indicative to this being your last destination, correct?
As far as I'm aware, it's not, but
Well, if need be, you're requiring transport to a location on the planet. Our nearest dragon ship is about 2 to 3 days out. If you can resolve the murders by then, I would be more than willing to grant you passage amongst one of them, if you don't already have transport yourself.
right.
I would like to ask you, Mike, if it's okay that Lionheart has a Vox set on her. Which is to say that she's lugging the big radio pack and everything. Because she has the strength to do that.
If you're willing to and the stats to do it, sure.
Excellent. I just wanted to establish that I do have a way to contact the Ideal of Redemption, if we need to.
So, for now, I would assume that we can't really solve the murders till night. So for now,
May
let's get
I-
ourselves settled.
May I interject, Inquisitor?
You have something?
I'd like to look at the chieftain and ask where the most recent site of violence was. That he knows of, anyway.
The most recent site was on the upper terraces. you'll find, well, we've cleaned up most of the state of the scene now, but you'll find what's left of it sitting on the top of one of the grow terraces at the very top.
Have you seen anything like it before?
At first, it seemed like common brutality. The corpses were always mangled beyond recognition, but after it happened 5-6 times, we started to dig into it a little more, and it seems almost ritualistic.
Mm,
When you say ritualistic,
It
there
might
is
help if I was
certain
unmuted.
markings on the body, or no?
Yes, there's always this symbol, and he draws a symbol into the ground. And those of you with demonology can roll it, or anybody who has like knowledge of demons and the chaos gods and the like.
I got you. This is why I have Demon Hunter.
Oh, fun.
Raw int, let's go.
I think I make it.
Fuck.
I think Laura makes it.
Okay, so he draws a stylized 8 into the ground, and you guys both go, "Yeah, that's corn."
I think Lionheart on instinct is immediately going to kick over the symbol.
Okay, you kick up the snow where he drew the symbol.
As a knee-jerk reaction, I'm going to immediately apologize, but that is in fact demonic.
Yep, just a bit.
Well, that makes this a bit more pressing of an issue than I initially thought.
Whenever we have a free moment, Inquisitor, I would like to go to this terrace.
We can go right now.
Excellent.
I will take my leave then. If you need your way being guided up to the upper terraces, I will leave a guard posted outside for you to, well, bother. Gives you a traditional farewell and gets up and leaves.
Excellent.
So, Ms. Lionheart, you'd like to go investigate?
Yes, as soon as possible.
Let's go.
Are you two coming with, or are you two gonna explore?
Yeah, no, we should probably take care of this first before we play around a bit.
Yeah.
I was just
All right.
offering.
So everyone starts heading up toward the terrace with the one hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do get up to the terrace, Lionheart, you kind of get your eyes assailed by all the snow.
As usual.
Yeah, and the hunter actually got his perception check to notice this.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to require you a pair of the little bone goggles.
Ah, excellent. I appreciate it.
He's going to want those back, because that's his backup pair, but as it stands, you won't have any negative perception things due to your eyes in the investigation.
Well, luckily for me, I don't plan on using them anyway. As soon as we're up on the terrace, Lionheart is basically going to sit in the snow and use Demon Hunter and Cynicians to sense for a demon that was here.
Okay. You still have to roll for that, right?
Yes, I do. I'm just informing you exactly how I'm rolling.
And general scrutiny for Laura. That's a
Wow.
pass. Wait, let me check.
Wow.
Shit, that's a failure by 5. Fuck it, I'm re-rolling that.
You
Wow.
use a point of Seeker and get 5 degrees of success.
I already used Seeker once today.
No, you can use it an infinite number of times.
I remember...
As
Whereas
long
how
as you
many
have
fate
fate,
you have?
you can Seeker.
Fuck, okay.
That's the thing that makes the rolls good.
Okay, Seeker it is.
So Laura gets 5 degrees of success. There you go.
All right. So, since you don't exactly have Cynicians, you can't exactly gleam into the warp, but from what you can tell, it was obviously a very heavy set quadrupedal demon. There's obvious signs on the ground of something standing on 4 legs. They're not human-like, and you can see big furrows in the ground where this thing charged at least a half a dozen times.
Okay.
And it's pretty impressive because this ground right now is frozen, which means whatever it is had to have a lot of mass to sink the ground like that.
I'm going to try and roll another intelligence to see if I can connect what little knowledge I have of demons to figure out what kind it is.
Can always point it out to somebody.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah, no, Laura's going to confer with the others, like, so, whatever the fuck this was very heavy, and was quadrupedal.
I suppose me and Syl are doing some demon checks. Oh, I think Syl got it.
Still got it.
Okay, Syl. So Syl goes thumbing through a notebook, and after about a minute goes, "I got it!" and then flips around the notebook to a little crappily drawn picture of a, to tell you guys, it's a Juggernaut. I don't think any of your characters have seen that before.
Oh no.
I don't think Lionheart has.
Yeah, so what you see is a big quadrupedal, kind of like a dog creature, bound in brass armor with a large metal spike sticking out of the head.
Mm-hmm. Okay, at least it's not a bone crusher, because then you have a bloodletter fused to him like a centaur. So, we're good.
What, you don't know what this is?
I cannot say that I've seen one.
They're called,
Juggernauts. Corn Juggernauts.
They're related to the Jugnuts! That's what they're called.
Okay.
Okay.
Something tells me you're not pronouncing that correctly, but I'm not gonna try.
Also, since you rolled well enough, you'd remember in your classes that, from your classes, that Juggernauts are usually used by mounts of demons of corn.
Oh.
So where there's a Juggernaut, there's usually a blood letter. I think I said that right.
Yes, you did it correctly.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's not good. So, that's a demon of the red guy. And, there's probably a slightly scarier demon riding it. Here, let me see.
Oh dear.
Here it is.
This could be problematic.
Bloodletter, that's it.
What?
What's a bloodletter? Oh wait. Oh yeah. Well, that's gonna be fun. Quite hungry.
Fun.
I get to eat a bloodletter. I haven't tasted one of those yet.
We fought some on my ship, so I believe the others should be aware of their existence at this point.
Yeah.
I haven't tasted one yet.
And just so you know, Lionheart, that's a thing Syl does. She eats demons.
Understood.
Like, kind of literally. Oh, I haven't checked on... Oh, that's a thing I should do.
Scorix.
Hey, Annihilation, are you awake?
What?
Are you awake?
I am now.
Want to eat a bloodletter?
I'm still a little stuffed, but I guess I could go for dessert. Although, I do have to warn you.
Mm-hmm.
Demons of Corn are fucking crazy.
So we should probably lock this one away and save it for later.
I'm saying sometimes a demon of corn, Jesus, a corn of demon, isn't worth the meal. You see, like I said, they're all crazy, So there's all this chance they fly off the handle in this blood rage. And the second they do that, things become 8 times harder for me.
Right, well, I guess the plan of action is to try to capture it and save it for later because it's killing my people, and I'm not going to stand for that.
Right. Well,
What's
if
this
you can get
point?
it before it goes berserk, then it should be an easy deal. But if you see it go nuts, it's not worth at that point. Which is to say, if it's frenzied, you can't use your demon eating abilities on it.
Annihilation is like,
Right.
nah.
Too
Well,
spicy.
straight up, it's trying to it's like trying to eat a swarm of angry wasps. Sure, you can do it, but is it going to be worth it in the end?
No, it's not. I've done it.
So yeah,
My mouth was full of so many fucking needles.
Excuse me?
I tried to eat a swarm of wasps once.
Yeah.
Why?
It's
They told me it would be sweet, but I think I got confused because I just saw a hornet nest or a wasp nest. I tried to eat it. There was no honey in there. There was just pain.
there's just pain. Oh, okay. So yeah, mechanically speaking, if they frenzy, you can't use those abilities against them.
Unless I beat them down to submission.
So yeah,
Well, oh wait, no, wait, that would bring a new one. That wouldn't get the one that's already here. Yeah, that would be bad. Hey, Lionheart, do you know how to find a demon? I know how to summon them, but not find them.
I am experienced. Yes.
What does that mean?
She knows how.
she knows the way.
Do you eat demons?
What Inquisitor reddens. No, I do not devour them. I send them back to whatever hellspawn hole they crawl out of.
You should really start eating them.
Oh, that's why.
They don't taste very good, but it keeps them from coming back.
If you teach me such skills, Inquisitor, I will most certainly learn. But unfortunately, I do not quite understand how one would go about that.
Threaden,
Yes.
can you find the stick? Because I'm pretty sure there's a stick shoved up her ass.
No, I don't. I
Why
don't think-
not? She's really fucking stiff right now.
Shade's nearby. No.
I get the very distinct feeling that none of our audio has captured.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm gonna try and reset something.
Well, we're too far into this shit now for me to stop.
We're not stopping,
Yep,
don't
no.
worry, but I'm resetting something.
No,
Would you enjoy me to be less formal with you, Inquisitor?
The stream's fine.